And with two companies that put playwriting at the centre of what we do and Australian playwrights at the centre of what we do. And I think there's something within that is a completely natural fit. We invest in young writers and developing young writers that go on to be the writers that work with companies like Griffin.
In the times that I've worked as a director at ATYP, I've been amazed that the ideas I put into a room of young artists will run so much further than those same ideas put into a room of older artists. The ideas that come out of our younger artists are way in advance of the older work. And so I'm actually creatively looking forward to seeing young artists tackle this space repeatedly and develop a relationship with here that I think will go on to serve them really well in their role as leading Australian artists in the years to come.
I mean, one of the things that's particularly lovely about this experience is working with an organisation that understands what we do as the National Youth Theatre Company, and that's one thing that Griffin has done extraordinarily and always. And so for us, it feels like to be in a big company that values us as much as we do, and shares the respect that we have for them is really exciting. And I think that's why the next year is going to be something really that our whole team is going to get an enormous amount out of.
I think also one of the really unique things about these two companies is that the audience is really invested in the idea of discovery. Either discovery of new artists or discovery of new works. The audience is not afraid of new.
Yeah.
And so in the DNA of both companies is that idea of new and discover, and I think that's a really beautiful little fit. So that's, yes, we're part of a much bigger theatre ecology, and both companies work with other companies in Sydney and New South Wales, around the country, but not a lot of companies are dedicated to the idea of new. And both of us are in different ways, and I think the conversation about new being young and new being just not having been on stage before is actually a really good meet somewhere in there, again, for the audience. They're going to be getting the same idea just in a different shape. So I'm really hoping that Griffin audiences come to the ATYP work, but I kind of also know that you can never get a ticket to an ATYP show because you guys sell out. So that's a really lovely feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes! I agree.
Yay! Come to Griffin!